Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we are back again for some Path of Exile 2. Now, for the aim of today's video is to do as follows, right? We are going to run exactly 100 tier 15 and above map. Now, as you can see on our screen, we currently have 19 in our map stash. Every single one of them will be juiced up to the absolute 9s and corrupted to potentially get a tier 16. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to run an experiment. What do we actually get from 100 tier 16 and tier 15 maps? Now, if we go and have a look at our orbs, we can clearly see we've got 829 exalted and 0 divines. Now, I'll end up changing one of these little stashes and kind of like calling it just like the loot stash of what we're going to get. We're not going to be picking up any items like this. It's going to be more of like your sapphire rings, your heavy belts, your exalted, your divines, and then also talking about like the precursor tablets, because obviously if we get ourselves a tablet of sort, we'll then actually be able to monitor what we've actually got and kind of like as a video round up what we've got and how much we're going to get of it. Now, I have actually juiced up my current lost tower. So we do have, if you can see here, so we've got 90% increased rarity, we get breaches, 13% increased quantity on map bosses, and then also we've got 7% increased gold found in the area. So to say we're going to be doing 100, we're probably going to end up quite far over here, but I'll have a tally, I'll have regular updates of kind of like if we find anything of worth, found anything of note, and then once the 100 maps are done, we'll just round it all up and then show you what we've got. So without further ado, this is going to take a little while, and I'll see you very shortly for the next update. So after map number 1, here is the loot that we possessed. Now, I actually got quite lucky on map number 1, and we actually dropped a divine. So we've got a greater jeweler's orb, a divine, a lesser jeweler's orb, which is nice. We've got an orb of Valk, artificer's orb, a couple of breach splinters because we did actually have a breach map, chaos orb, and a couple of exalted. So not too bad from map 1. Now, I'm not always going to keep that kind of luck. Obviously, we'll end up putting it in a stash and just seeing what we actually have at the end of it. I won't be picking anything up unless it's of worth. So after all of that, we literally just have a couple of little bits. Now, obviously, I doubt we're going to keep the same kind of luck, and I'm going to report back to you once we've done 10 maps. So this was map number 1. We've got another 9 left. I doubt we're going to get many of them, but we'll keep it real. We'll keep it real. Right, so it's been quite a while, and we're about 25 maps in, to be precise. Now, very quickly, I just thought I'd show you where we are on the map. I think we started off, like, down here somewhere. We've made our way all the way up here. We've got a couple of bosses to kill. We're actually going to make our way down here, because if I'm correct, this is known as a burning monolith. Then we also have a copper citadel over here. So we're probably going to end up going in multiple directions. So, loot check. Where are we at? We've done much better than what I thought. Now, we started off with the very first map getting 1 divine. We are currently sat on 4. Now, we got 2 divines in back-to-back maps because we actually killed 2 bosses who both dropped a divine. And while speaking to my friends, talking about dropping divines, I then dropped one on the last map that we just completed. So, we've got divine. We've got, obviously, the sapphire ring that we've basically still had for however long. We're just about to go into the second stack of exalteds. And we've got quite a few, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean there, but we've got quite a few actual decent bits of loot. I mean, we've got loads of gem cutters, we've got glassbow's bauble, we've got elbow of annulment. We have quite a bit in, well, 4 greater jeweler's orbs. If we carry on going down the route that we're at, we should end up with about 10 divines by the time we've done these 100 maps. Now, we have 75 left. My next check-in will be at 50, 75, and then 100. I'm really hoping we can end this with about 10 divines plus because I can actually buy decent loot that'll really juice up my character and make this build a lot better. So I'll see you very shortly. Right, so here we are with map 50. We've done 50 whole maps, and I will be honest, our loot has definitely slowed down a little bit. We've got like a stellar amulet, we've got 2 heavy belts. We've not really got much to roll. Now, I will be honest, there has been a couple of things that I have taken out of here. I did buy something, and it took all the exalteds out of here, so we are exalteds down. We should have about 3 or 4 stacks. But we did actually do a stone citadel, which has got us these. Now, like I say, we've got the 4 divines, we've got these, we've got Orb of Annulment. Our loot isn't too bad. Now, to say in 50 more maps we've got this space remaining, I may have to condense it down, like take out the precursor tablets and stuff. But other than that, everything's going to remain the same, and we've got quite a juicy amount of loot. So, I'll see you at map number 75. Right, so, here we are. We are actually on, rather than 75, the 75th audio basically bugged out. So we're actually on map 90. These are the last 10 maps that we have to complete. Now, that's a juicer. But these are the last 10 maps that we have to complete. Now, just to quickly show you, we're here. And down here is an Iron Citadel. Now, I did do an Iron Citadel up here, but I actually died on the boss, which is so frustrating. So we are about, I would roughly say, less than 10 maps away from an Iron Citadel. Now, in terms of a loot check, the Divine slowed down very quickly. We have heavy belts flying out of every orifice that we can think of. We do have Faded Crisis Fragments, which we can use towards the Arbiter of Ash. We've obviously got the Weather Crisis Fragment, and then if we go on my Spot Gems, we also have the Ancient. So we've got plenty of that. Plenty of Exalted, plenty of Regals, plenty of Armorers. We have a Stellar Amulet. Now remember, I have stated this, I will be doing Orb of Chance on every single item that can be chanced. Which, if we go for here, is every one of those. I will Orb of Chance every one of them. So without further ado, I will see you for map number 100, and I may, if I don't get the 100th done, and it's not the Iron Citadel, I may end up going 101, 102 and get the Iron Citadel done. So I'll see you in just a moment. So, here we are on map 100. This is the Iron Citadel. Now, we will include this boss kill. Shouldn't take us too long. It should be quite easy, providing we don't die, which happened last time, unfortunately. And then we'll actually take a good old gander at what we've got. We've actually had to go into a second stash. Simply just so we can actually contain of what we've got in terms of loot, because we've got a lot, a hell of a lot of loot. Once he's transformed, look how much damage we've done. We should kill him pretty much super quick. Come on. Look at that damage, man. It's not fantastic, like, we could definitely do better, but that is some serious damage. Ancient Crisis Fragment. So, we've still got a little boss to kill at the end of Iron Citadel. I'll get these little mini-bosses done. We'll talk about the loot that we've got. And then we're going to roll everything, and this is where it gets interesting. I'm praying, RNGesus, that we actually get something with it. So, that is 100 maps completed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have to sort out all of this inventory. We're going to put it all away because we've got so much. But this is what we've got. And then we've also got in here a couple of little bits. Another heavy belt. I wouldn't advise this if you're going to farm loot in this game. This is not any optimal way of farming loot. I did this for fun, and I actually did quite enjoy it. So I'm just going to put everything away, and then I'll come back to you once we've got all of this sorted out so we can roll everything. Right, so here we go. This is all of our loot that we can roll. Now, obviously, not everything here can be Orb of Chanced, which isn't a problem, and we're going to work our way down. I'm not going to lie, I'm not really feeling very optimistic about any of these, but we're going to give it a go. Now, we're not going to get anything. If we did, it would be absolutely insane. Can't do anything on that. It's just, yeah, look at this. All of, I don't know if that's good. I don't know if we've just got anything that's good. Oh, reduced global defenses, though. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. After everything that we've just saved, and we get one thing. So, I'm just going to go ahead and identify everything else that's in here. because we do have a... Oh, what am I doing? We do have a couple of things that is obviously worth identifying. And, yeah, I mean, I'm not too disappointed with the loot. We've definitely got some things that we can roll and juice up, but overall, to say that we ended up with 5 divines is more than good enough for me. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all those good things down below, and I'll catch you in the next episode. As always, my friends, sweet.